Where you at, Berto?
The crippling reality of modern dating in 2025, Miami, Florida. This is the desirable truth. We haven't reacted to the desirable truth in a while, so we're running it back, man. We love their videos over here. Come on, let's do it.
18.
What's the most amount of money you've spent on a man in one night?
Look at their faces. They're like, money spend on a man? Never.
Like $10.
Like 20.
Out of all your relationships, that's the most?
I'd say, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sucks. That's terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Look, as a man, I'm definitely co-signing the idea like, yeah, bro, you should be handling the heavy lifting when it comes to dates and, you know, making sure you're popping out. But like, bro, you're telling me your entire relationship all across the board, you've never once did something nice for your man, be like, hey, you know, it's on me tonight, babe. Or it's his birthday. Like, you couldn't pay for his birthday dinner? Girls be popping out like, hey, babe, you know, it's time to celebrate your birthday. Woo! Meanwhile, they swiping yo card, gang. That shit is sad.
Let's flip it. What's the most amount of money a man has spent?
Just wanted to chill for their birthday, and now they got a Lamborghini outside that they didn't even want to pay for. Like, oh, look what I got you for your birthday, baby. Thanks, I guess.
On you in a night?
Like 20,000.
Around there.
1,000.
20,000?
Yeah.
Were you all together at the time, or?
Yeah, we
It
were.
was a 2-man.
It was a two-man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here in Miami.
How do you even get into that situation?
We just walk around
Yeah.
here and they'll hit us up.
Yeah. Or they're like
They'll
text
come up to
or like-
us and ask for our numbers or something.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
No, it's not that easy.
But
They
it
were
is.
just, it is, but it's not.
Okay. So when that guy spent 20K on the two of you, like, what happened?
We just hung out.
we just hung out. We
Yeah.
just had dinner.
We had dinner,
Yeah.
went to a few clubs,
Yeah.
went on the yacht.
So coming out of that experience, is that the expectation going forward from, like, your man?
Yes.
All right. Two random scallywag girls walking around in Miami, and you think just because you exist, I'm gonna spend 20 grand on y'all? Not in this lifetime. Not from Berto's bank account.
Yes.
You want him to drop the bag on you?
He doesn't have to, but I'd prefer.
I think
Okay.
we just feel like if we're gonna settle for someone, we want to settle for someone worth it.
Yeah.
And who values us.
Did you settle for him though? Or are you still out in these streets?
Exactly.
Because we don't care for being in a relationship, so they have to be special.
But these guys who did that, were you in a relationship with them or no?
It
No,
was the first time we met.
literally.
What's your age?
I am 27.
Are you single?
I am single.
Why is that the case?
Honestly, I run into a bunch of women. They see that I have some type of money. I'm not the richest guy, but they like to spend all my money and then they leave.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Any brother that's walking around and can just say that with a straight face, it's hard to feel bad for you. They see that I have some type of money. They spend all my money and they leave. Bro, where's your backbone, gang?
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this? What?
well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
So they're not being an asset in your life.
More of a liability.
How do you feel like they're doing that? And give me the timeline. Break it down.
Honestly, I think it's like a Western civilization thing, because there's been many times where I go out of the country, I spend money on women, they treat me like a king. I could spend $4,000 at Club Space right now. A bunch of girls will come to the club, they'll drink all my liquor, they'll take pictures, and then say peace.
Do you really think that you're gonna find the woman that you're looking for in those environments?
I know when you're going to a third world country, the Visa card is always up in the air, but I'll tell you right now, I'd rather go and find my wife from Cartagena than go to Miami and find her. 100%.
What's the difference over there?
You spend any type of money on a girl from Cartagena, she's gonna come back and make a 9-course meal for you and your homies. If you do that in Miami, she's gonna take your social security and run it up.
This nigga's speaking from experience.
There's a difference, boys. I'm telling you, this is free game. I am 100% indoctrined as a Passport Bro since March 1st.
Why do you think?
Wow. I mean, I hear you, brother. And again, I'm not knocking your hustle. If it works for you, it works for you, cool. But I can't sit here and co-sign the idea that I gotta go fly across the country to find the love of my life. Like, bro, I mean, I get it. There's some nasty women out here, but there's nasty people everywhere. You know, we also have heard the horror stories going on over there of Passport Bros going to Brazil and being left in a ditch. You know, so, you know what I'm saying? Pick your poison.
Western women tend to lack that attribute.
Social media is 100% killed romance, right? And
That's
every
true.
time I have troubles with women, my dad comes up to me and he says, "You're working twice as hard as I did for a woman that's 4 times worse than your mother." So what does that tell you?
What's your age?
I mean, he's talking some facts. Is this woman pregnant outside on these streets?
26.
Are you ladies single?
No. Yes. Actually, I'm 27.
Is it a red flag if a man wants to go 50-50 on the first date?
Yes. Yes. Hell yes.
On the first date? Yeah, I think that's pretty lame.
Why is that a red flag to you?
That's the question?
Yeah, why is it a red flag?
That shouldn't be a question. It shouldn't be 50-50.
I could do a whole podcast about this.
like honestly, I could give you like a scripture about it.
But why is it important that he pays for the first
She's
date
pregnant.
the first time?
He should give off a signal as if like he is a provider, like I'm gonna take care of you. We're going on our first date. Like I think that's very important, no? You think that?
Yeah, I can co-sign that. I think on the first date, as a man, you can't pay for the first date. Now, granted, the first date can be anything. This is why I tell y'all, don't lead with money. Like, if you are not in the tax bracket of being able to spend hundreds of dollars on a date for the first date, why are you taking a girl to a date that you can't really afford? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You could have taken her out for coffee. You could have took her out on a walk in the park. You could have taken her out for ice cream. So yeah, as a man, I feel like there's no reason why you're not paying for the first date. I could co-sign that, but now let's see what degrees of greed these women can potentially take it to. Maybe not though. Maybe they're great ladies with great mindsets. I don't know.
It's important.
Do you feel?
Imagine me paying for a first date.
Do you feel like if he covers most of the bills financially, that down the line you can step in?
Financially, like you gotta do it like emotionally.
I would be able to step in. I don't mind helping. Like I don't mind that. But 50-50 is crazy.
W wife.
Emotionally too, like it can be like, oh, okay, I cover all the bills in the house, and like you have to do all the emotional shit. Like
Honestly,
we're gonna go crazy.
if it's 50-50, I would feel like there's a sense of no respect. I don't know how to explain it. The level of respect I would have for that person is not the
There's too
same.
much to say about 50-50, but the answer is no.
Yeah.
Why do you think she's single?
Listen, this is a topic for another day. I gotta go.
This conversation has made a turn.
But thank you. I gotta go to my Uber. I love you guys.
When men cheat, do you think it's due to opportunity or
This fit is crazy.
a lack of love?
I think it's more of an opportunity, especially if he has money, status, cars, everything. Like, he's going to fuck any bitch he can because he didn't work that hard to, like, not fuck no bitches. You know what I'm saying?
So these men could be in loving relationships where they're getting satisfied from their woman, but they're still looking for it elsewhere?
Look how many married men cheat. Now, ironically, I don't know if this is going to be true or not, but supposedly 2026, Trump wants to pass a law. Supposedly, I don't know if this is actually factual because I saw it on Instagram. They said by 2026, if you step out your marriage, it's illegal and you will actually go to jail for those type of things.
Again, don't know if that's true or not, but that would be a very interesting law to see take place. I feel like I'm not mad at that, bro. Like, as crazy as it sounds, it probably shouldn't be a big deal, but I feel like that put that pressure on people like, yo, take this seriously, bro. Take this marriage seriously.
So,
If you don't want to be with me, then let's break up. But don't do me dirt.
personal opinion, if that does go into order, you will see a lot of married men in jail. Because a lot of married men,
Women too, though. Don't get it twisted.
30, 20, 50 years, they've cheated on their wives. They're just not gonna tell her. They've stepped out in their relationship but kept their home happy. So, I don't know. You can't convince me that you've been with a person for 50 years unless that's the person you lost your virginity to.
Do you think that if they're taking
She ain't got no hope.
care of everything at home, that kind of makes up for the cheating?
Yeah, I remember there's this set movie. It's not The Notebook. It's another one. There was a movie where the young relationship, the guy had to learn his woman all over again because she didn't remember him. At the end of the
Oh, that's the one with Jason Tatum. That was a really good movie. What's the name of that movie? I actually forget too.
story, her memory starts getting jogged, right, when she gets to her family's house. She found out that the father cheated, right? And she asked her mom, how did you deal with dad cheating for over 50 years? She was just like, I never said anything to his mistakes because he always made sure me and you was right. So if there's children involved, if it's family involved, I believe there is certain older women that would just look the other way if they're happy and not know about things, or even if they kind of know, they're happy in the situation they picked to be in.
Now, I'm not co-signing cheating, but again, this is a perspective where I think it's a very, it's a conversation. Like, do you walk away from a good situation because a man cheated on you and it's like overall he's taking care of you, he respects you? Now, one would argue that he doesn't respect you because he cheated. Fair enough, but it was an honest mistake. He's a good man. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's handling the business. He's taking care of his kids. He's showing up for his kids. Do you mess up the entire marriage over a lustful mistake on a man's end? Women, y'all let me know in the comment section what you think.
What's your age?
27.
Are you single?
Yes.
How important is sex in a relationship to you?
I think sex is an important thing in a relationship if somebody is trying to conceive
Very important.
and cultivate a life. If there's not a goal in mind,
Even without that, I mean, it's just one of the purest forms of intimacy.
and it's just sex for sex's purpose, and there's not any intimacy or love being exchanged in that, then I don't think that sex is actually serving a purpose in that instance. I think.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I agree. I just was saying, like, I love this person and this person loves me, like, yeah, like I want to be able to have the highest form of intimacy with the person that I'm in love with.
It's hedonism, right? So I think people need to be careful with their bodies and need to be selective about who they're sleeping with. If somebody's gonna be sleeping with me and I'm giving myself to somebody, I want that to be a relationship, but that's just me.
What caused you to change your mindset from just, slanging it out there?
That's an assumption, right? That I ever slang it out there. But at age 6, 7, 8, this is a really personal thing, but I was doing things I should not be doing at 6, 7, 8 years old. 2004, 2005, I'm eating pussy. I was born in 98, so you can do the math. And you can bleep that out in the video or you can keep it. It doesn't make a difference to me, but that's the reality. I was introduced to something so viscerally sexually charged at such a young age. As a human being, you don't really know what to do at 6, 7, 8 years old. You're so young. But at the end of the day, the reason why I don't give myself away foolishly is because, I want to respect myself and who I'm with. But more importantly, myself. We're all selfish creatures at the end of the day, and we need to protect ourselves. Because if we're not protecting ourselves and we're giving ourselves away like that, then that means we're creating a world that is constantly deprecating its value.
What's your age?
Wow, that was deep. That was big. Wow. Respect.
26.
25.
Are you ladies single?
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
We're smarter than most men, probably.
Two beautiful ladies, they're wearing dresses, you know what I'm saying? I was rooting for them. And then degrade men, like, whatever. Let's see what it is. Maybe they have some facts to say.
What has led you to believe that?
We're about to be surgeons.
Okay.
Being that y'all have reached that level, do you think that makes your dating pool larger or smaller?
I would say smaller. Yeah. I think a lot of men are a little intimidated by a successful woman.
Yeah, sure. But then if you're walking around just, unwarranted, just like, well, I'm smarter than you. You're all idiots. It's like, all right, well, I don't even want to have a conversation with you now.
Or could it be that you just want a man who is way more successful than you?
No, I think it's really hard to be a lot more successful than a surgeon. Like, yes, you can be a little bit. Like, there definitely are people out there, but I think
She's
overall,
cocky as hell.
It's pretty hard.
She needs to humble herself.
There's a lot of degrees, a lot of education.
And I'm sure she worked hard for whatever the hell it is she's accomplished. So, fair enough. But you gotta be humble, just as a human being.
Gets involved, and I don't think that's the case.
Would you be comfortable dating a man who made less than you?
Yeah, because we're gonna make a lot.
Yeah.
So, yes. I think there's a certain intellectual level I would want to be able to carry a conversation with, but I don't think it's a matter of how much they make.
He could be a bartender, he could be the waiter at P.F. Chang's, as long as you had intellectual conversations.
Again, it comes down to the conversations you're able to hold with each other.
So long term,
she seems sweet, but she needs to humble herself, man.
You don't think as a woman, if you were footing the bills...
One thing I will say, it's so easy to just judge people from, a conversation that I'm watching. And, sometimes people will say things, not even mean it in the moment. And that's not a true testament of their character. So fair enough. I guess I'll give her that. But she seems sweet. You know what I'm saying? I would say they're dressing pretty modestly. They both look very beautiful, but they're out on a Miami night, probably just having a good time. So again, I don't want to overly judge, but I don't know. She's just giving cocky as hell. But at the same time, hey.
Care of everything that would make you less feminine in the relationship?
No, I'm not really worried about being less feminine.
So why do you think so many women strive to have a man who makes more, earns more, and pays everything in a relationship?
I want to work.
What's your age?
I don't want to work.
35.
Are you single?
I'm a single.
Have you ever had a man propose to you before?
Yes.
when I was 20.
Why aren't you with him now?
Basically, he listened more his mom than me, and I think sometimes like when you were ready to be with somebody else, you also need to understand like your partner needs. His mom say that what kind of dress I should wear, what kind of church I need to be, like about our wedding, and I said this is not gonna work out.
So his mom had more influence over how he should treat you than what you would tell him about how you wanted to be treated.
Yeah, and I think when this started, something in the future is gonna mess up. So I see that relationship with my parents, and I don't want to repeat again. I spend more time with his family than he spent between us. So then I realized like, this is not gonna work out, because like nowadays he got married, right? He's married, he has a kids, but he still lives nearby his family. So his family still have an influence about.
You know, I think, again, I don't know the situation down to the T, but there's something to be spoken about on one side, because on one end, I don't necessarily like the idea of a woman coming into a man's life and then ripping him away from his family. But then on the other hand, as a man, you are starting a new family with your partner, and that new family, which is your family, the family that you are the head of the household, the leader of that family, you have every, you need to be very present and just as committed to building that family, well, even more committed, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So there's levels to it, but there also shouldn't be a world where I feel like I'm stripped away from my mother, the woman that raised me, and, now my connection with my, immediate family is dwindling for whatever reason. Now, again, I'm not insisting that that was her intention, but definitely that conversation is big, and is the delicate one, I think, depending on which way it was really tweening and who was kind of being more toxic. That was probably the right decision. It could have been for either or, though.
About him, about what he needs to do, and I think that's not work for me.
You're 35 now. Do you ever feel any regret knowing that he's married with kids and you're, still single?
That's a good question. I blamed myself a couple times, and I feel like I got depression. I don't gonna lie, I got depression after this. But I'm okay right now, and I know if somebody loves me, so he needs to understand that he needs to honor his parents, but your spouse came first in a relationship.
If we were to get together, what would you expect me to pay for in a relationship?
Going out to eat, and then just like little things, and eventually,
Her voice is a lot deeper than I thought.
if we're gonna live together and all that, I'd expect you to take on more responsibility.
I'm covering rent, light, internet, groceries, your hair, nails, makeup, lashes, lipstick, shoes, clothes, everything.
Yeah, why not? Can you do it?
Of course, but why should I?
Because you're a man.
So because I'm a man, I'm expected to cover everything if I were to date you.
Right, and I'm a woman, right? And you'd expect me to put out, correct?
Absolutely.
Like you would expect to have relationships with me.
I mean, absolutely.
So I'd expect something back, because I could at one point bear your children, and I would expect, if I'm gonna have 9 months of pregnancy, to be able to have a husband who can take care of me.
Is this a new mindset that you have, or did you always think this way?
It's fairly new. I think when I was younger, there were points where I was more okay with paying and things like that, and I just found that it really does not benefit you at the end of the day. Like, you could pay and you could like really, really give more, but it's not the best. If you think about it, the world was kind of built for men.
In what ways?
I mean,
This is such an interesting conversation, because most men would argue that the woman was built for women. I feel like, ladies, y'all don't realize that y'all run the world, bro. Y'all make these rules. Y'all change the status quo every other couple of years, and what do we as men have to do? Bend and fold every single time, because y'all really do run the world. Like, yeah, the men, we quote unquote built the buildings. Yeah, we quote unquote did X, Y, and Z. But like, everything has continuously been bending and shaping more towards how can we make the woman feel more accepted and make her feel more comfortable, which again, I love my ladies. I'm rooting for y'all all the way. So I'm not mad at it, but it's also like when you have women like this that adopt these type of mindsets where it's just like the man's just got to do everything, brutalize that nigga, make sure he's carrying the boats in the back too. And then it's just like, yeah, because I'm going to carry your kid for 9 months. It's like, I do recognize that that is like a big deal, but holy shit, I'm supposed to bleed for the rest of my life because you are only doing this for 9 months. I mean, I don't know, man. Does that seem fair? Now, life's not fair. It's all about double standards. And I know we live in a world full of double standards. And I'm not even necessarily pointing the finger at this exact scenario and saying, hey, it should be like this. I think it's a little bit different for everybody. But just objectively speaking, does that sound fair?
It's a patriarchy. I know that's everybody hates that word. If you're a man, you probably hate that word, but the system is kind of designed for men, you know?
Do you think we'd still have as much success as we are as a society if we were in a matriarchy?
I'm not sure, but I do think that, you know, we live in a patriarchal society and there is still like so much misogyny in the world, and that's just the truth, you know? It's just the truth.
Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Desirable Truth is always a great time whenever we're reacting to it. Make sure you guys head over to their channel if you want to check out some more of their stuff. But love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? My name is Berto. You already know what it is.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.